Hello and welcome to Roll to One. I am Jaden Arnold. I have a confession. My last name is Miller. Just thought I'd tell you. I don't know why I chose now, but I'm becoming a business professional. I got a new job, and I can't professionally change my last name. So thought you should know.
Proud of you. Congrats on the new job. We're proud of you.
I'm coming out as.
Whoa!
My last name is Miller.
What is happening?
And now it's real.
I'm not going to say you're doxing yourself.
Nobody commented what I should say, so that's what you get.
Okay.
So, yeah, keep it up. What? I mean, that's how it's going.
Leave a like and subscribe.
But yeah, like and subscribe. And without further ado, we're ready for tonight's episode of what's the show?
Orbit 21.
Orbit 21. All right. Ewan secured the anomaly. But then, the Radiological Institute locked down. The scientists sprang into action, determined to prevent theft. A battle broke out, leaving Jovthor and Ewan unconscious. Meanwhile, on the other side of the glass, Kane and Scott consider whether to escape the chaos or turn back to defend their allies. The anomaly lies on the floor next to Jovthor. Jovthor, we are zoomed into his unconsciousness on the ground. We see his hands kind of together as he lay, let's just say, on his side. And the way that his hands kind of hold together, they're like almost clasp together. The screen fades. We see his clasped hands holding, not his own hands, but something in his hand. We see a window behind him, blue clouds moving rather quickly, like an oncoming storm is on its way. We see just the tops of trees. And we're back on his home world. This tall city atop Jupiter. You see these orange glow of a swirling storm below. Jovthor, what is it that you are working on in this laboratory of yours atop your home city of Nimbus?
I am working on a prototype of my gloves. The gloves that I'm using that define me as a Thunderlord.
What are they called?
My just electric gauntlets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very
if there's
engineering name.
I'm an engineer. Or Jovthor is. I'm not. I do medical stuff. Yeah, just I'm a younger version of myself, and I'm just starting to see things, and you see me kind of shock myself and not quite curse, but just about.
So what about you? What about you is different than the man we find now?
More carefree, more still a joyful life. Hasn't gone through a lot of the struggles that make Jovthor the arrogant
Man he is today.
simian that he currently is.
So the face that we see, the carefree smile on his face, eyes wide, target in the distance, firing bolts of energy, and then as you see the lightning gather in his hands are clasped. And we come back to this
Arena.
battle.
Arena of almost.
So give me 1 sec.
Certain dude.
Somewhere.
I think inspiration points.
What is that?
Oh yeah,
I'm down to like 7 hit points.
I'm still at full.
Oh yeah, you need
Yeah.
Of course you are.
You run and hide.
I'm at none.
inspiration coins. Okay, so I believe if I'm not mistaken, no, I'm totally mistaken. I don't remember the initiative. I don't have it written down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just re-roll initiative.
Okay.
I think that's the most fair thing. We'll just go ahead and put you guys at the bottom of the initiative as you're unconscious.
What that means.
What's up?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Who still needs an initiative coin? I guess everybody.
All of us.
You mean inspiration?
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clap. Yeah. Yeah. Bling. Whoa. Bling. 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 All right.
I feel so
Inspired.
Inspiration.
Go ahead.
I got a speech from a semi-truck.
All right. So let's go ahead and begin. What'd you roll, Scott?
4.
4. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know where that sheet went. This is what it is. Happens. Take weeks off. Life happens.
Yep.
All right. Jovthor, you're at the bottom. Kane, what'd you roll? You're unconscious.
Yeah.
20.
20.
Dirty.
All right.
He
Cool.
goes before me.
That helps me. All right. So Kane, I don't know where we were. Doesn't matter. We find ourselves in this moment. That's why I did a scene change so that this could be fresh. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're seeing
What are
behind
any of
you.
us doing?
The glass is shattered, but the door is closed. Right?
Nope.
No, it's open.
They were both
But you're
open.
seeing they're both open. You see a scientist in the distance, a cyber.
Wait, this way?
No, this way.
Oh,
Toward.
that way.
We have no scientists left.
Well, he's a scientist. I was just gonna say he's a.
The guy in the mech suit's probably a scientist.
He's an exo. What's the word I'm looking for? He's a cyborg. A cyborg of danger
There
and
is the
science.
cyborg of danger.
Of danger and science. I love it.
It's true, though.
He's wearing a red jumpsuit. He has on his back guns and pincer blades.
Yeah, on one shoulder it's written danger, and the other one science.
Yes.
Yes, it'd be a dangerous threat to face alone. But luckily, you are not alone. Scott is nearby. What are you doing, Kane?
Yeah, it'd be a tattoo, but he's a cyborg. So. I don't know. Are we still fighting these guys? Let's find out. Cast void light on him. Sure. That's within 120 feet. Yeah, sure. I'll
Okay.
cast void light on the guy.
Okay.
Which guy?
See the nightmares.
Cast a void light on him.
The void. He needs to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. I have no dice. Somebody roll d20. I don't know why I have no dice.
13.
I promise I have it all together. I'm very prepped for this, but I have none of my materials.
You have no dice.
I
They're
gotta
just not
say,
in front of me.
I played a lot of games with you, Jaden.
I rolled a 13
Never have
for
I
you.
ever seen you not just.
I'm like extremely prepared, but I'm missing my marbles. I got a new job. That's why I told the world that my last name is
Yeah.
Miller.
Are you saying you lost your marbles?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
And by
but,
marbles he means dice.
but it's okay. So go ahead and tell me right now what the d20 roll was.
The D20 roll that I rolled for him was a 13.
Okay, so does a 15 do it?
Wait, 8 plus proficiency. I have this written somewhere. I've lost it. All right, it's 8 plus proficiency.
If someone at the bottom of the initiative wants to grab my dice, that'd be cool.
Plus that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Oh, I got some out for you. But
Yeah,
I
it
mean, I
does.
see how it is. Yeah, okay.
No, I mean, it's fine. I don't want to make a ton of noise.
It's okay. That's fine. All right. So, just for the viewers.
Yeah, please go on.
So, I'm going to point and you're going to say who it is.
Yes, we call him mech scientist. We have cyber scientist. We have Kane.
Oh.
Scott. Scott. Those are the people engaged in combat. The other scientist is over there or yonder.
Hold on. Let me,
Yeah, do it.
let me get the camera.
Just need this. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. I have dice.
Got
They're over here. Here's the other mech suit scientist.
Yes, mech
This-
suit scientist too.
Jovthor.
Jovthor
And
and
Ewan.
Ewan. And the little square glowing thing is the anomaly
Oh no.
that is currently free of its location. However, it is in a tube similar to the screen canister in Mike Wazowski, whatever that movie's called.
Monsters Inc.
That's it.
You sure it would Monsters Universe?
I call it Mike Wazowski because he's the only character that matters.
I mean, truly. Who needs Sully?
Sully is
He's the heart and soul.
What about Boo?
Yeah.
Who needs a boo?
That's,
boo hoo.
I'm leaving.
All right. So now, Ken, you did that.
Yeah.
What did I roll? Nothing happened.
yeah.
Okay. Now, scientist. He looks in your direction. He's got an arm blade.
I'm gonna
but you
move
see
first.
what? Are you gonna move? Please do. All right. Take that character and move them move that character down the hallway.
How far?
35 feet. It's very fast. So you see as he uses his legs attached to his back to move extra quickly.
35.
Does he see you? Or do you have cover?
No.
Okay,
No.
so he does not see you. He just says, I know you're there.
No, you don't.
Right now it is Scott.
I am going to.
What do we do?
I don't believe we can win. We should retreat. Help the others later. Okay.
Your turn.
All right. Well, I was just waiting for
That's
a rebuttal.
fair. I liked it.
I'll
That was
take,
good.
I'll take that as an agreement.
I think so.
Hey. So I'm going to. I think I can dash out the door.
I think you can. You
Okay.
can.
Yep.
You can action dash, move your whole movement, and bonus action dash.
That's right.
Good news, he didn't hold his action.
I'm a moving boy. So
Run.
run.
So, for all intents and purposes, Scott is out of the combat. Unless someone called the cops. All right.
Boop boop.
So,
I mean, we did have one scientist run.
the other scientist follows close behind, but he will
Wait.
be 10 feet from him.
So he moves 25?
Yeah. That's fair. Now, the other one looks down at Jovthor and picks him up. He looks down at the anomaly, picks it up. That's his turn. Moves in the direction of Ewan to clean up the pieces. But we come back to the top of the round with Kane. Kane, you see your robot friend bail,
Apparently we're running.
and he is also out of the combat. All right. So, you run. I imagine that would be like the end of the episode in like the TV show, right? So it cuts to black immediately. They just bail. It's like Scott. As it like cuts to black in the TV show, what do you say to Kane as he's like on his way to you?
I'm with you. We're not in the initiative anymore, which means we're running together. Although I don't know, are you faster?
Oh, he's way faster than you.
I can run like 3 times.
Like he has 30 extra
He's a runner,
movement
he's a
speed.
runner.
So he cannot pace you. So he runs. What do you say?
I say we made the right call.
Where are we going?
Very logical, very intense.
Where are we going?
You round the corner.
We need to hide.
I will just say, you round the corner and you hear whoop, 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 like coming from like the main street as like you hear these hover police cars kind of move over and like line up in front of the place. If you guys get a good kind of far enough away, if you want to make stealth checks, you can kind of get close and start to see what's going on as the police pull up.
I'll make a stealth check.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll probably be far enough away.
You help me from far away.
No, I'll be far enough away to not need to make a stealth check.
And that is a 15.
Okay, what'd you roll?
I didn't because I stayed far enough away to not
Okay,
need
so
to
he's
make
not
one.
involved, but you see, Scott, you kind of like, you know, like the fire escapes and stuff, sometimes those ladders are up there. And like, you're always like, man, if I was like a dunk NBA basketball player, I could reach it. But in your case, you just like, you grab the edge, kind of climb yourself up, really easy pull up, just a simple hydraulic. And you're up there and you sort of like start to climb the outside of the building. It's one of those that wraps around a little bit and you sort of get over towards the edge and you hug this strange kind of post in the middle, right? But you're up there looking down on the scene and you see 2 police cars kind of pull up. They look like futuristic Chargers, right? And as they kind of kick out, you recognize immediately as you see this like cowboy boot kick out and hit the ground, heel first. It like makes like a gravel sound as it stands up. You see a man in a vest. His whole left arm is just this gold color. And he, grabs the sunglasses and sort of pulls it down. He's got a big, thick mustache.
Handlebar?
handlebar mustache, kind of pulls down. Police officer AF. His aviators are reflective with a gold shimmer to them. His hair is pulled back into a mullet, but it's slick. It's slicked down. And he goes, Officer Hayes on scene. What the hell happened to that robot? Inside, we hear the scientists from the other places of the Institute gather kind of the destroyed space, begin to clean up some things, and then you guys are picked up and put on these platforms and pulled out, and you see you're given stim. But as you're given stim, you both come to, Ewan and Jovthor. You see that as they're dragged out, kind of thrown on their front. So maybe their faces scrape. His helmet, of course, blocks most of that. But Jovthor hits the ground a little bit hard. And then they put them in handcuffs behind their backs, and then they stim them. And you both are given... you're both given 6 hit points. Which won't matter unless you guys are sprung free in this moment.
Congratulations on being alive.
But we're not actively dying.
Yes. And so you see as the man in his denim squats down, you see his gold arm, his sunglasses go back on his face, and he goes, Now who the hell are you two? I'm Officer Rupert Hayes. Can I help you?
What?
That's classified. I'm on
Jovthor's
business.
just going to shake his head.
Now, are you familiar what planet you're on?
Jovthor, while he's not super wise, he knows that this is not a time necessarily to cooperate with someone when they've done what they've done today.
I'm not going to answer without a lawyer.
Fine. All right.
We abolished lawyers in 2055.
I'll just tell you, there's a reason he's not reading their rights. Like, at this point, crime is one of those things like Mega City 1 type crime, where it's like you've done something wrong, and that's a reference to Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Where you're just given this scenario of like, the cops kind of own this scenario. They just own it. You see nearby, they're all wearing these... I remember we talked about the backwards N, right? They're all Vanguard Armory. The cars are Vanguard Armory. Their weapons are Vanguard Armory.
Of course they are.
For the record, it's a VA, but
Yeah.
it's a joke. There.
It's a corporate.
It looks like an N.
It's clearly a corporate police force, as they're funded and paid for, in that regard. It's the future after all. Everything's gone corporate.
Future.
Corpos.
So you see Rupert Hayes. Officer Hayes kind of look around. You hear his boot smack the pavement as he kind of looks around and goes, Now, you're not going to talk, and you're not going to talk without a lawyer. Now, who is your lawyer?
Caden Jones.
Caden Jones. Right. All right. Well, if neither of you going to talk, then maybe we'll put y'all in the jail. In our prison for the night, and then we will... see if you talk then. Grab them, boys. And both of them, both of these like nearby, they're dressed more like SWAT. They have on one shoulder, they have this red shoulder, and the other shoulder is blue. And they're wearing all black getup, similar to SWAT, but their faces are covered like an ODST or a Halo Spartan, right? And so they grab you, pull you up, and in that moment, kind of forced to move towards the vehicle. Do you resist in any way?
May I ask roughly how many officers are around us?
I'll just say...
I'm just assessing.
I'll just say...
47.
I'm going to say 4.
Okay.
I'm going to say you have 2 of these guys dressed like this. You have Officer Hayes.
And one other.
And then we'll just lean into it and say that there is a ponytailed blonde woman, smallish, wearing the vest in similar fashion, potentially his partner.
Okay.
There's always one.
I mean, it's the, you know.
Future.
It's the future.
She's probably the most
So
dangerous.
you asked your question. What do you do?
Yeah.
She's a robot.
I guess Jovthor is going to resist a little bit, but not like he's trying to escape, just kind of for the point of resisting.
Yeah, kind of wrestle a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
He says, Marsa. This character is clearly invented on the spot. I had Hayes, he was ready, but we added Marsa. He says, Marsa, put these boys with the one from the Somnorium, the one who went nuts. See if he remembers anything else. All right. And then you two are put in the back of these futuristic hover chargers. Whoop, 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 as you're taken onto the main street and sort of fly upward above the city where the traffic is and head towards this large facility nearby ORB3. Now you see all this, and I will say, Kane, you see the vehicles pass by, so you understand that you're free of danger should you like to reconvene with one another.
While I'm up there, I wanted to look, just briefly take a look around the area and see if there's anything. Like I'm wanting to repair myself fairly quickly without having to rest. Do I see anything around that can help me?
You prepare yourself without a rest. Unfortunately, I don't think that that's allowable. But I will give you a perception check to just survey the area.
On the side of a building?
Well, in the streets or, I don't know, like spare parts.
There's nothing readily
something.
available, but you are welcome to make a perception check.
Okay.
This is going to sort of, depending on how well it is going to explore the fiction.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh. It's not one of my strengths. 9.
9. Yeah. You see, just not much. A lot of boot prints. I would say in you have a particular set of skills. We'll put it that way. And tracking in an urban environment is not your strong suit. And neither is like mechanics. You're decent with computers, but mechanics just isn't your strong suit. So you just don't see anything of note. But I will tell you, you're safe. You don't see any scientists coming out. You don't have any inkling that anybody's going to follow you.
Did the Doc Ock and the robo scientist come out?
No.
Okay.
No, because I will say you don't see. Here's the thing I'll give you with your 9. The anomaly remains in the facility.
And that's their job.
Gotcha.
That didn't come out with those two.
Okay. We'll climb back down.
Okay.
Find me hiding behind the dumpster.
They've taken them to the police station. Or to the jail.
Where's that?
I point.
It's nearby the ORB.
Oh, yes, nearby the ORB.
From your vantage point, you were able to look above the particular angle of the skyline and see on a hill's edge, this large spiring
What's the RB again?
space. The RB is the operational radio base. That is where the military operate out of, mainly for communication purposes, but it's also to connect the SJF, the Space Jurisdiction Force, who oversees almost the entirety of this particular solar system.
Well, what should we do? Where should we go?
I need to repair before I can do anything else.
Should we go back to the factory place? They were building more of you there. Surely you could do something to heal there, right?
Those were inferior of design, and it might be the same amount of time for me to just simply let my nano circuits repair themselves.
You guys can welcome to take a short rest,
Yeah.
or a long rest if you really want.
Not
depending
here,
on
though.
I think my long rest is pretty short, though.
I believe so.
So, but let's go. Let's say we leave to find a place to kind of lay low.
Like the Somnorium?
You can go to the Somnorium. You know that. I mean, actually, you haven't checked out the. I don't know. I just
About to
know
say
that you guys have all been. Yeah, you did mention.
Not that. The other one.
No, you mentioned the Red Plains Tech Hub, right?
Not that.
Where were you mentioning?
I was about to mention the other one. Have we been to the lady with the wires? Where did she tell us to go again?
Oh, memory.
I thought it was the Somnorium.
No,
That was the first.
yeah. Somnorium, and there was
I
another
gotta
one.
check my notes.
She said she was investigating the ORB. That was her.
Oh,
her shtick. She said, I'm going to go to the ORB and figure out who I need to kidnap so that we can gain access.
She said she was going to the ORB, the same place our friends are headed.
Oh, well, maybe we shouldn't go there to lay low then. That might be.
The Red Plains Tech Hub was a pretty good suggestion.
You think so?
Might as well.
Oh. That's not a good time to be proud of myself. All right, let's. Can we make it there, though? I'm not good at not looking like me.
It's all right. This is a densely populated city that's popular among travelers. We'll blend in.
All right, just act natural.
Go ahead and both of you, make charisma checks with advantage to pass as ordinary citizens.
Or at least not wanted. Oh, well. Wow, look at that. Both ends of the spectrum. And that's
That's a good thing.
charisma?
Yeah.
21.
16.
And he had a nat 20.
Nice. So we'll say that throughout the journey, Scott reminds Kane that the scenario is going to be okay. Multiple times as Kane almost go into a frenzy to where he reveals himself, but Scott continues to, with his natural 20, or with his total of 20, or 21, give him that kind of that focus that enables the success. So you guys are able to move your way towards the RPTH, and as you come to the outer walls, familiar as ever, there is the button that you could type in your access key and gain entry. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Type in your access key, and when there was, if you remember when you arrived, what did the door sound like?
I don't remember.
Wasn't it pretty kind of clunky?
It was kind of
Yeah,
clunky.
kind of
Is it broken
rusty.
now?
So when you press this button, there's almost no sound. It kind of has this like, and it opens cleanly. You walk in, and remember it was like destroyed? It is pristine and operating.
Is
Tobin Kell still bloodstained on the ground?
Do you go and investigate?
this normal?
As the door's opening, do we have like a moment here to decide if we're going to be
Yeah,
seen?
yeah. This is not your. I'm not gonna narrate you going in. You need to sort of say do.
I'm going to immediately like put my hand on his chest and then go against the outer wall to hide to
Yeah,
not reveal.
I'm not gonna make you make any checks or anything.
Yeah.
You're hidden as far as you want to be.
Yeah.
Until you enter, you may have to roll things, but right now you're hidden.
Can I take my eye out and then just peek it around the corner?
So you see as Scott sort of like takes his eye and just,
Like Mr. Potato Head in the Toy Story.
and it's like connected like a long wire, and he just holds it around the corner. Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
Based on my roll for stealth, Kane is
Yeah, it's gonna
pretending to
be
be a
pretty
man.
This
hard
is
not
a
to notice
this is
someone's
a
eye
you're
float
making
around.
a flavor decision that I really like, but
Yeah.
technically you shouldn't be able to look around this corner without doing it. So I'm giving you disadvantage. That's why.
Fair enough. Oh, well. 1.
You might need new dice.
Here's what I'll say. You're just so distracted by the fact that everything is running operationally correct, including the red and blue being fine. So if you remember when you initially arrived,
Yeah,
it
I
was
fixed that.
It was a state of disarray. No, I'm saying it doesn't make purple anymore. So it's the place is operating at maximum like efficiency. And it's just such a distraction that you were able to put that together. And by the time you sort of like process it, you let go and your eye is back to where it was.
Something's different. This is no longer a safe place to lay low.
Kane rolled a 3 on stealth. He's pretending to be a mannequin.
Can we go in his pocket dimension and rest?
No. It's only for like 3 rounds at best.
Oh, damn.
And I think it's just him right now.
And yes,
Unless he
also
decides to
that.
take like a different spell that he could flavor that way. But
Yeah.
Well, is there like a dumpster we can find to hide in?
I will tell you, you're able to lay low if you want to.
I'd like to lay low
Yeah,
just to
so
get a long rest.
You can take a long rest.
All right.
Which means I will cut to the other team, the other side of this. So you're all in the car on the way.
I have spells again.
I'm going to give you guys the choice. Who rides who rides with the NPC, like no names with the masks? From like the narration perspective, they will not conversate with you. Or would you like to ride with Marsa and Officer Hayes?
I'll take whatever you don't. So
As I am a little bit more of a conversationalist than your character, I will ride with Hayes and Ursa, or how do you?
Marsa.
Marsa, sorry.
It's Mars with an A.
there you go.
She's very Martian.
That's what she tells people on the phone.
I mean, yeah. I don't know
Mars
if
with
that's
an A.
Hi, this is Marsa, also known as Mars with an A.
Can I have a
Mars
pencil?
already has an A.
I'll get you. I need a refill.
It's you.
Okay. Yes, so Jovthor will be in the one with Marsa and Robert Hayes.
Rupert.
Sorry, Rupert.
So
as the
so Officer Hayes is in the front seat, and he says, what brings you to the Verdanaries?
Jovthor's just gonna just be like, it's a long story, and to be honest, I don't know if I should be talking to you.
Oh no, it's fine.
That's okay. I'll say.
Yeah, that's what my sister told me. And then she told my parents I stole the cookies.
What?
All right. So tell me what you know about Caden Jones. Wait 1 second. He holds his hand up to his ear. He's not driving, by the way.
Why would you need to drive? It's the future.
Wow. Okay. Well, sorry to let you know this, but he gave you up.
Who?
Your friend in the other car.
What did he tell you about me?
Well, he told me that you're dangerous. He told me what you did. He told me that you wouldn't say anything, so he had to.
Well, the first thing, maybe. Second thing, I doubt. Third thing, I think I've heard the guy say about 5 words all together in a single sentence. So, I'm
Inside.
I'm go-
accurate that is.
Inside.
so I'm not going to say you're lying, but I'm not going to say that you're telling the truth.
Right. Alrighty. Look at us now. You ever been to the ORP? You look down and you see this facility. It has a shipyard with a large ship, several small fighter ships nearby, as well as kind of some air anti-air defense weaponry, as well as a large satellite dish. That kind of gives you that illustration. And then next to it is like a concrete building with limited windows, and it is clearly your destination. On top is sort of a helipad, as the car that you sort of descends,
So,
and then the other one.
so as we are kind of circling and then not orbiting, but just landing, Jovthor is going to be looking outside and memorizing kind of the layout of everything for the future, should he be able to get out somehow.
Did I get out of my handcuffs while I was in the car?
Are you trying to?
Yeah.
Okay, so then go ahead and how are you trying to bust out of these? What is Ewan's methodology for busting out of handcuffs?
Oh,
Either
use a
trying
small,
to break
tiny
them
thing.
or trying to wiggle out of them.
So wiggling out of them would be a sleight of hand check. Breaking them would be an athletics check. I'll give you the choice.
That also would start initiative.
Not necessarily.
Wiggling out.
Yeah, I was going to say one is more subtle.
12.
Did you add stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So no, you do not escape
Man.
from your handcuffs. You pull, and that's it. So you land, and you're let out of the vehicles as you are escorted towards the prison. You're pulled down into the facility. You know the drill. In every context, you are given a new clothing to wear. In this case, it would be we'll say a white jumpsuit with big orange numbers, pardon me. The suit that you're given, you're expected to declothe yourself. I will say even so far as to say that other people help you take off your things, as to not
No
allow you
thanks.
to use them.
So I can't. Jovthor is going to try and palm, like small like lock picking tools, just a small piece of metal that you could potentially use as a tool for later purpose.
So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
I kind of want to do the same thing if I can.
Sure. Keep in mind, this is I'm going to tell you, the roll you need is an 18. If you fail, you're going to be thrown to the ground.
Right at 18.
Okay. So you have something on your person.
Jovthor does not. That is the 13.
Okay, so Jovthor is slammed to the ground. Immediately stripped of his clothing, stripped of his utilities,
Dignity.
stripped of all of them. He's thrown a jumpsuit. You're given 118.
You writing that down?
Yes.
And
He writes everything.
And then you are able to hold on to what you're holding on to. And then you hear as Hayes is sort of closing his arms, and he looks at you and just says, Not your first time in prison, huh? You've learned lessons that this one hasn't.
What do you mean?
So as you're doing that, you're handed 117. And
I figured as much. I figured as much.
and why not? It's fun.
It is.
And you get sort of your thing that you need. Your we'll say your thieves tool.
Okay.
Your one-use thieves tools.
Okay.
All right. So both of you are thrown into a cell. It has no bars. It is just a single open space. On the inside, it is all plush and leather and sort of I guess whatever material the inside of an asylum room would be made.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So
and
like a padded white room.
padded
Rubber.
white room, pretty much.
Yeah.
Rubber,
I was about
yeah.
to say they threw
No.
us in the nice
I
place.
don't know how it works. And immediately
future.
he presses a button, and a red energy shield crackles on the other side of this
Future.
this wall, basically. And he looks at you. It's like similar to the Phantom Menace, whatever that red is
Naboo.
made of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see that. And inside is also another man with you. The audience would recognize this man. You would not. This is the first time you're seeing this person. But this would be the person that Scott told to go and kill Rupert Hayes.
Oh. Interesting.
Um,
Good to know.
But you do remember the name Rupert Hayes.
And so does he.
And
I wrote down Rupert Murdoch.
why?
Why?
I don't know.
Nice.
Well, it's Hayes.
But it's I know. I was like, it's someone famous.
Yeah. So Rupert Hayes is before you, but this person who's in the room with you is just some nondescript guy. But the audience recognizes this man.
Okay. So Jovthor is gonna get up, just
Go
kind
on.
of stretch, just kind of loosen up from being kind of manhandled, and then he's gonna go up to the ray shield. I guess it's not a ray shield, but whatever.
It's an energy shield.
Yeah, energy shield, and he's gonna just kind of look at it, kind of look for flaws or any issues that may be there.
So I'll give you just for free. I'll ask you this question.
Yeah.
How familiar is Jovthor with the substance known as hard light?
He has a kind of basic knowledge of it. Obviously, he has a hard light shield that he utilizes, but he is more of a energy guy. He works with electricity and other energy systems, and that and just general tinkering has been his main areas of study. But he knows the basics of hard light.
So hard light is what it does is it powers itself, right? So when it's activated, the energy produced within its own area that it's been locked into using magnetic fields to keep that energy within powers the device that then powers out and then powers back. So the hard light in this case is an infinite energy source. However, it has no practical energy use outside of creating itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's extremely volatile when not used for what it's very often used for, which is weaponry, shielding, and very small containment devices, right? You can have a hard light sphere
Right.
that may hold something that wouldn't necessarily harm you due to the energy being
Recycled.
stored and recycled in itself.
Right.
So it is a realm of science that many have just sort of given up on because of its limited usage.
Mm-hmm.
As far as what you might want to know about it, that's going to require a technology check.
So, I am a power system specialist, which
Sure.
when we were creating the character, you said that with that I would get advantage on rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, just
Yeah.
FYI. And you said technology.
Technology,
Okay.
with your advantage being mindful of what this is. Yes.
Yes. 13.
Try again.
13. Oh, he's giving you his inspiration
Ooh.
for the night.
You feel inspired.
18.
Okay, so you're not going to be able to turn this off from the inside unless you're able to... How do I put this? It's this side of the ray shield, of the energy shield,
Uh-huh.
is what hurts you.
Yeah.
The other side is like the harmless magnetics area.
Right.
So it's like from his angle, he could knock on it, he could pound on it like you're a fish in a fish tank. From the inside, that's going to harm you to touch.
Right.
So if you were to throw someone into it, per se, you would fry them.
Right.
Neat.
Oh, so it's like laser wall.
Yeah. It's like a lightsaber wall.
Laser wall.
That you could see through. If that
Caution,
makes sense.
but one
Laser
way.
wall.
One way lightsaber wall.
Laser wall sounds like a great solo, like guitar solo.
I feel like that's how they're going to kill Rupert. Just throw him through the cell.
Or maybe
that's not Rupert.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
you
know.
don't know.
maybe
They'll be
we-
like check on us or
You don't
something.
even know
maybe
that.
we will.
Maybe they'll kill Marsa that way.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Kill the hot blonde.
Well, I mean, you ditched us.
Sorry,
I
didn't mean to derail. All right.
Okay. Anywho, so Jovthor is just gonna realize the futility of, at least the current futility of trying to get through the wall, and then turn and look at the other guy in the cell, thinking, or is he gonna say, "Who are you?"
Huh? Oh, hi. What's up?
What's your name, friend?
I have a name.
Most people do.
It's Antorn.
Antor? Antorn? Nice to meet you. How'd you get stuck in here like us?
I tried to kill Rupert Hayes.
The cop?
Yeah.
We can be friends.
Why?
Because God told me to.
Scott?
No, God.
Oh, God. Sorry, I legitimately thought you said Scott.
I
Sorry.
did too.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I said
All
God.
the better.
Okay.
Like Scott? Oh, never mind.
No, God.
No, God. Who's Scott?
This is the guy that had that dream pod. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
he
is
said
who that
that.
is.
He said
But
that.
Ewan doesn't guarantee.
It was like, okay, are you a part of one of the churches? Or a religion? Or what God are you talking about?
God.
Big G.
Attaboy. I like him.
This...
Who is your person?
Interesting.
Oh, You are still wearing your helmet.
What?
Because I like the idea that Ewan just doesn't take it off.
Why? Why was he?
So it's-
why weren't they able to take it off?
Pressurized.
Here's what we'll
That's
say.
what we'll say.
Here's what we'll say. Ewan, they try to take his helmet off. What prevents him from the helmet taking off?
This is the way.
What prevents you
Religious
from...
exemption.
What no, that's not a thing in the future. What
Or
is-
jail.
What is right? You
I mean,
lose
just
all
like
your
God
rights.
was a
But I guess
reference,
what's
so, I mean-
what's the reason that you can't
crazy
take off
guy
your helmet?
did.
Unless you want to take it off, in which case we can.
No,
go
I
into
don't
that.
want to take it off.
So
I think
what
it's
is
funny.
the reason why it's there in the cartoon that we're animating right now?
Or if there's no reason given?
I'm fine with it just being impossible to take off.
They think they recognize me from like old footage from like training videos. So they keep it on. It's like an honor kind of thing.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. You sort of have this conversation with the guy who's next to you. I'm gonna give you a choice. Do you want to give up the item that you have in your hand for a favor? Like your sleight of hand check can be to have a conversation with the guy taking off your clothes, rather than to have this item. I can give you a favor. Does that make sense? So like, we'll say the guy who tries to take off your helmet while we're focused narratively on Jovthor recognizes your face. And out of fear, sort of keeps the helmet on and then says, I'll make sure that the log acknowledges that you don't have it on. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want that, or do you want to keep your thing and then we will have to describe what you look like under the helmet? I'm giving you a hard choice.
Helmet
That
or
is a
shiv?
hard choice. I think I'll take the favor.
Okay. So you sort of work out this favor with this guy that he's just going to leave on the helmet, and he's going to alter the log that says you have your helmet on. And so he's put into the room, and Hayes sort of looks at Jovthor and looks around and is like acknowledges the helmet, sees that it's kind of too late to take you out without causing like an issue potentially. So he just leaves you in there with the helmet on. They know you have the helmet on, but the log will not say that. So now we're in the room.
Sorry.
No, I don't blame you. As someone who likes the continuity, like I get it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want him to have the helmet off. It kind of was interesting with it on.
It's
So.
a cool vibe. I like it.
So you're having this conversation. He's his god, and here we are.
And for some reason, you don't think he's schizophrenic.
Rupert Hayes. Remember?
Hey, Jovthor's people are very in tune with nature, so they acknowledge that.
So then
it is or something.
why did you complain about getting manhandled and stripped down if you're in tune with nature?
What? Just because I'm in tune with nature doesn't mean I want to be one with nature.
Monkey didn't want a banana?
That's later. So what exactly did God tell you?
God said, "Kill Rupert Hayes."
Did he tell you why?
No,
How did you know who he was?
because he had a white face and glowing blue eyes.
I'm talking about Rupert Hayes.
Who?
How did you know who Rupert Hayes was?
Well, Rupert Hayes. He's one of the most famous detectives in the solar system.
But is he the best?
I don't know. He hasn't caught his latest.
Do you know who that is?
Me.
You're in the cell with us, bud.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
How did you try to kill him?
How did this happen? What's the matter in this?
I tried to kill him with money.
See, that might have been the first problem.
Microtransactions.
How did he catch you?
He traced it back to me.
When you tried to kill him with money, how did you try and kill him with money?
Did you hire someone?
Well, I tried to besmirch him.
What do you mean by that? Can you go into more detail?
I made up something that he did that was potentially bad,
Ah.
worthy of the death penalty.
So you put out fake news?
Sort of.
Wow. And when did God tell you to do this?
Yesterday,
You didn't think this through very well, did you?
I didn't have time. I was told to do it.
Doesn't matter. Oh, we're trying to get out. You gonna come with us?
If God tells you to go, you go.
We're trying to.
Okay. Jovthor is just going to be very confused by the whole thing because he doesn't understand not going in with a plan if you can help it.
I just realized I still have my helmet. I'm still in comms.
Yep.
Interesting.
So I guess Jovthor is just gonna kind of shake his head and kind of start pacing the cell, trying to think of a way to get out of the cell or how to fix the problem.
Can I reach Scott and Kane from con? You
should
try the
try.
cell.
Try. What are you rolling?
No, you're not. You just do it.
Yeah, just
Try
try.
it.
Yeah, you don't need to roll.
Stop rolling dice.
No.
Don't.
Just,
Yeah.
just
think.
hold
Say
your hand
what-
to your head. Role play it.
Say what you're saying.
Scott.
Stop
Kane,
thinking, just do.
Someone
Yeah,
there.
you hear
Anyone?
I hear
Anyone?
him.
Yeah.
At all? Marco? 1, 2, 3. Check.
This is God.
Scott, stop playing games.
No, I don't say that.
It's funny though, isn't it?
So
Should we be using code names? Is that your code name?
I think I don't respond because I'm currently charging.
Oh.
He's a slep.
Damn it. Nothing.
Which, by the way, my long rest is 4 hours. Is that a short rest for him?
Short rest or an hour.
Short rest is an hour.
Okay, never mind.
Is that you, Ewan?
Yeah. You can hear me?
You have to take a long rest. You have half the amount of time that everyone else does.
Okay.
I don't need you to play games. Wake Scott up.
Say something that only Ewan would say.
Ewan doesn't talk. You know that.
Oh, dang, he's right. I guess I'll try and wake Scott up.
words.
Wait, would he, if we're both long resting, would he be able to receive that as well?
I don't need to rest
in this case,
as much.
long rest
All I
is
need
like
was the spell slots back.
only an hour on each end, and then in the middle is sleep. So theoretically, your first hour could be spent like preparing the room. You know what I mean?
And
Like
that's when
because
he
they just
got
went
it.
thrown in jail, and then he's sort of like immediately talking. You could be in the process of about to be on your long rest. You know what I mean? Or in your long rest, but being able to hear. Like it doesn't.
Like
as
when you
long
get
as
a
you
phone
don't
call
do
when you're
anything
going
that
to
would
bed.
actively lead to a roll, you're good. You
Gotcha.
can, yeah.
Plus, I'm going to go with what I'm using for my spellcasting ability is Constitution. So really, I just need to be resting.
Okay.
Because all I need back was spell slots,
Yeah.
I'm going to say
not HP.
I went into like an emergency repair mode because I was at 7 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like my nanites are going and I'm not home.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't wake you up.
But I still have
can't.
Kane on the line. though.
Scott's
Yeah.
the metal one is not here right now.
Well,
Please leave a message.
either way. Remember when he went to that dream pod?
No.
Yeah, crazy guys in our cell. I think we have a shot at getting out. But we need you to be ready for a pickup when we are.
Where are you?
The ORB.
Oh, that was a place with all the people with the guns, right?
Be brave, it's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I
you'll
think
probably
it
be
was-
fine till when Scott wakes up or whatever's going on. Meet us here. Stay low. Be close.
Okay.
As he's having that conversation, Jovthor is at first he's surprised that they got through one, because he would assume that communications would be blocked. But then as soon as he realizes that he's having a conversation, he's keeping an eye on the hall to see if anyone was coming. Did anyone come?
To anyone come what? Where?
Down the hall while
Oh,
he
you're
was
yelling for someone? Okay,
No,
yeah.
no, I'm not calling for
He's
someone.
looking for
I'm
someone.
monitoring the hallway.
Sure, yeah. There's a guard. I mean, he's wearing like the black outfit, the shoulders red and blue, and you just see like a guard. It's kind of like walking around, not paying attention.
Oh,
to you.
okay,
No, no, no.
gotcha. Okay, I was about to
You're
say
good.
right outside. It's like,
And I will say that like it's muted. Like it's one of those things where like if you were actually in a fish tank and you started
Yeah.
to yell, it'd be like this.
Okay,
Like
gotcha,
it's that
okay.
kind of a sound.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Like I'll say you hear, just so that you're aware, you
Yeah.
hear somebody like yell down the hall and you hear, and then somebody
okay.
walks over. Like it's that's
hear,
what you get.
Yeah, you can hear something, but it's muted and muddled.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So I could only hear one side of that conversation. What's going on with Kane and Scott?
Scott's resting. Kane's nervous.
Tell me something I don't know.
We might have a shot out if they can get close enough to do a pickup when we bolt for the door.
Yeah, that would be us getting away, but we need to get out so we can get away. So
We'll figure it out.
All right.
So, you all long rest, because that's how long, honestly, it will take for you to get your life back to normal.
100%.
Everybody will long rest. In the 4 hours before everyone concludes their long rest, does Scott do anything additional?
Wakes up.
I'm imagining we're still close to the red tech hub.
Yeah, we're like in a nearby alley
Sure.
or something like that. You know.
I don't know if there's anything around there, but we're in the area.
Yeah. I'm going to do a little recon of what the heck's up with the
Red Plains Tech Hub.
Red Plains Tech Hub.
Yeah. All right. I have 2 questions. Do you want to do it through parkour or just going in the front door? Or, not or, I don't know why I'm saying that, or. Question number 2 is, what are you hoping to learn there?
I'm wanting to, I'll probably not go in through the front door.
Okay. So you'll have to climb somehow.
Yeah.
And you're not particularly suited for that right now.
Well, can I get a high vantage point or like in
Yeah, you can get on like a nearby
in?
building and look over.
Yeah.
But I'll
Yeah.
say you can't get in, if that makes sense.
No. I just want
Get
to
around the
observe.
corner,
Okay.
Crouch down.
And I want to, and it was the second question, what am I trying to learn?
Yeah, what are you trying to learn from?
I'm trying to see, I mean, if I can get any clues as to who's fixed this up.
Okay.
So,
All right, so go ahead. So you walk. You climb the side of this building that has good handholds. The other building, Red Plains Tech Hub, would be just too difficult to get in. So you climb over the nearby building, like Spider-Man atop. You sort of crouch and look over the other end. With the simple turn of your mechanism, your eyes zoom like binoculars in the distance. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
5.
5.
Oh.
We are just rolling great today.
I'll tell you what
man.
you see. You see it's pristine. You see no puddle atop the roof. You see clean the back area where the robots should be, where your former murderbot would have been, is not there.
Mhm.
The place is well put together.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on, just seeing if there's anything.
Just keep watching.
I mean, is that an option? Can I keep watching, or does that defeat
You're
the
welcome.
purpose of
You're welcome
rolling?
to keep watching. You can watch for the next 4 hours.
Is it not going to change my roll?
There will be something that happens.
I'll just.
But I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna spend a long time watching. Like I'll say,
That's how stakeouts
you
work.
can stake out this place, and I'll give you as much as possible, like as if you rolled a natural 20.
Okay, well, I'm going to stake out. I'm going to stay up there partially to stake out, partially to look out for cops.
Yeah. So you stake it out. You rolled in this case, you take 20, right? You just take a natural 20. What's the total? If I might ask you the question.
It's +0.
So it is a 20.
Yeah.
Great. So you look around. You're zooming in. You're catching all the details. You're just looking for any sign of your presence being there. And you don't see any presence of yourself, meaning you can chalk this one up to whoever was here before scrubbed your either A, existence, B, presence, whatever they were trying to do. You're equally not a part of it. Right? So it's like whether it was to remove, you're getting these ideas, right? You're like, are you trying to, why is this like this? And you get the notion that it is not to fix the tech hub, but to hide what happened at the tech hub. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what you get just from sitting for so long and contemplating that idea. But as far as what you see, is that you see red and blue bots walk around the area. One of them walks over with a broom and sort of just and then the other one kind of walks over to the next wall and like fixes the light bulb as it begins to flicker.
It's different than before, isn't it?
and there are others, as you see 4 or 5 more kind of come out and clean specks that land on the ground, just like. And then, as you're watching, I need you to make an insight check with advantage.
Thank God for the advantage. Dirty 20.
Why does Scott know that he's witnessing a hive mind?
Because he sees, because of how the robots are operating in unison, it's completely different than what their standard individual programming would dictate. They're too efficient as a group.
Okay, so they sort of bob and weave, like the double helix of an identity. You recognize the pattern. Yeah, you're witnessing a hive mind clean up the facility and then go back to its operation. Now, I'll ask you the second question. Why is it that you understand that this is external control and not internal control?
Because I'm familiar enough. I have knowledge of how artificial intelligences are able to do this, and it does not require a physical connection. It only requires a beachhead into their code base.
You mentioned you were in close proximity to the facility.
Yeah.
Yes? What's your highest mental stat?
I mean, I have an intelligence of 16.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Nine. Inspiration. Thank you.
Stop rolling that dice.
Thank you.
Do you want to try a different dice?
Yeah, I've got like
He's
3
got a
sets.
billion over there.
I've got 6 sets.
That's a little better. 19.
19.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you remember the voice at the other end when you were on the ship? You hear this
Yes.
gargled, and then you feel its presence for a second as it says, upload. And then you shove it out and you just move away from the facility and conclude your stakeout. You felt this sort of rewrite. It's like a record player playing a different song
It's like
than
trying
the record you put down.
My firewall just held.
It's just resisting being rewritten.
All right. Freaky. All right, damn. I'm going to take a note.
I'm not experiencing this, so I can take notes.
All right, so Kane, you see Scott return. What do you do?
I feel better now. I've slept in worse dumpsters than this.
I believe it.
Wow.
Thank you for that vote of confidence, as always, my friend. Well, should we try and go rescue those guys, or should we try and find Miranda, or whatever her name is, first?
Miranda. Memory. I couldn't remember.
Ironic.
I'm going to say...
She was going to do something at the orb, so she might have a way in,
I hate that song. It's just too intense.
at least for this moment. Wait.
I believe you may be correct. However, we should vacate this premises.
Okay.
An aggressive artificial intelligence has taken over the Red Plains tech hub.
Oh. I can't see it. Where is it?
It's in the tech hub.
You're right.
It's in the walls.
Where are you guys going?
The bees. Where's the
we
last place we
contacted her?
saw Memory?
Memory?
The last place
It
you
was on the
saw
ship,
her
right?
was
No,
the
the Som-
She was
Somnolian.
going to the
Somnorium.
Somnorium.
She said throughout the day she was looking at the ORB and then returning back to the Somnorium. That is your basis of what she's doing.
What time of day is it?
Prob-
Because we might not have started our
Morning,
long rest at the
probably.
right time.
No, you started your long rest way early, so it's probably nighttime, right? And that would be the case.
Sure.
So yeah, you're looking at a neon city, truly. It's verdant, it's lovely, it's very green, but it's got these blues and pinks that sort of hue throughout.
Before we leave, if we're going to be traveling the city this much as wanted individuals, we should find disguises.
Okay.
I just realized, if all of our identities are wiped, how are they able to put us in the prison system?
You can put someone in the prison system.
Ask
without
that
knowing
You're in
question.
their
jail.
name.
They don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Just put
It's
you
called grabbing and throwing.
Your physical existence, would you like it to be wiped from... like, I can do that.
No, I thought you meant like in some sort of like computer system. That's what
No.
We'll see
They
later.
like create a new user, but they can't verify your email.
We are
Gotcha.
inmates 117 and 118.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
Your yeah, I like that idea. Like your authentication is just there's nothing to send it to. So they're just like they're like, oh, he's I don't know,
But you
guy
don't-
in green helmet,
you
like
don't
or guy
know
in
that
white
yet.
helmet with green visor, whatever.
I would like to search nearby alleyways for either dead or completely passed out homeless people and steal some of their clothes.
They don't have those
I'll
here.
just say
yeah.
you guys
seen any
remember looking
futuristic
around.
city?
This
You don't
place
have
was
but-
too good.
Yeah,
This place
it
was too good.
It was
Yeah.
presented as that from the beginning, that there were people like everywhere.
There's
the fact that we were able
cops in
to
every corner.
be not seen was
Miracle.
great.
All right.
We
Well,
did a good job.
Well, you blended in. Nobody,
We
you
were-
didn't draw attention.
That's why we were in the dumpster.
all right. Then I'm going to. So I can do this
If you're looking
hollow.
for clothes, you can go to the store.
I can do this hollow sphere. I think I can do it once a day.
For how long?
Sorry, 1 second.
You're good. Are you looking for like? You could look for a clothing store if you really.
Yeah, I mean, can we go in one and not be noticed?
Yeah, I mean, you're.
Do they have any street vendors?
I'll say that no, it's too nice. But I'll say you go to like a nearby store. It's like
We're on the bad part of town, though.
it's like a Goodwill, right? But it's like a Goodwill for like cyberpunks, right?
It's
It's got
run
that
the-
kind of like
It's got some robot arms.
yeah, it's like
you know.
strange.
get
but-
your
The Red
spare
Plains Tech Hub
wires.
is on like the edge of town.
no,
so-
but like you see like a holographic, like projection of like I would say like you are defended, you are well protected. Vanguard Armory, welcome to the Verdant Ares, VA.
All right.
Yeah.
So we go and buy. I'm going to go lead him if he'll follow to go buy some clothes.
Yeah, so you guys can buy clothes. I'll just say it'll cost
do.
each of you 5 credits if you want more clothes.
I'll pay 5 credits.
Do I have money?
Like it's $5. $5
don't know, do you?
to grab some cheap clothes.
Gold pieces on here.
5 credits in that
Credits.
case would be GP in this game. Yeah. In the D&D-ness, yeah, but credits.
I'm gonna write credits about
How
that.
many credits does everyone have, just out of
I
curiosity?
started with 20.
I think I have 5 now.
I'll buy you.
Ewan, how many?
So you're not like down to
I
0.
know you and I
No, I'm down to
I don't
5.
think I ever
You're
actually
down to
wrote
5.
it down.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know. You
Yeah,
don't
so
have-
yeah, no, I see. There's
I'll
something
say
right there.
right now you have nothing on your person.
There's
So
a lot of things
Yeah.
right here.
No,
guys
below tools,
are
languages, and
broke.
senses.
your helmet.
About higher, middle.
All right, so where are you going?
Yeah.
So Kane will definitely have a hoodie.
Yep.
Thanks, DNF. For
I will get something. I'll probably get something with a hood. Trench coat.
It's easy.
Trench
Yeah.
coat with a
Wow.
hood.
Yep.
Or trench coat and a.
Are you saying you're what's his name from Fallout 4? What's his name?
the stranger?
No. I'm not doing the stranger. I'm doing the detective. You know what I'm talking about? The detective from Fallout 4?
I can't picture it, but
Oh, dude.
I'll vibe with it.
Oh, hold on.
I'm looking.
So Kane has a hoodie and a holographic mustache.
You don't know how you just did it on purpose. I mean, you didn't do it on purpose. That's what makes it amazing.
Yeah.
Because you accidentally...
The box said, like, fool your friends.
You accidentally look like... his name is Nick. So this is Nick.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Okay, yes. That's basically yes.
I know.
Dress up as
You
Nick
look
from
like
Fallout.
Nick. It's awesome. That's super funny. It's the reference, and everybody in the audience is like, "Yeah," but we take it seriously, so it doesn't seem weird.
All right. So yes, I dress up like that, and then we head to the Somnorium.
Cool.
Which of the mustache settings should I be using?
What's
What's that Asian one called? Is it a Fu Manchu?
That's the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it is.
You have a Fu Manchu.
Well, I have a holographic
A
mustache.
bright, glowing Fu Manchu.
It's not bright, glowing.
It's like if it's a Star Wars hologram, it's just a big blue like Fu Manchu.
You have a beard.
No, I have a holographic mustache. I'm assuming that means the future.
I mean, sure.
Once again, the box said, fool your friends.
I guess so. Hold
It
on,
had several settings.
I mean, fashion is subjective in the future, right?
Fashion is always subjective.
Yes. I was about to say, isn't it subjective now?
My statement still stands.
I wore a cowboy hat and cowboy boots here, and none of you guys do that.
Not
Same
for-
logic.
Not for
Yeah.
the lack of wanting to.
Not for lack of one.
You're at the club, the Somnorium.
Yeah, it's night.
No, we're not. Jovthor, we're not.
dancing.
It's like the middle of the night. People are
You
still
and I are
vibing.
sad.
You see a few
We're in
people.
jail.
It is like the middle of the night. I
No
think.
dancing in your cell.
So you see people who are like slumped over. You see the Dreamweaver. She's over there vibing. And you see, that's all basically you see. You see patrons, the Dreamweaver over at the bar, and then like a few people passed out.
We're looking for, what's her face?
Memory.
So do we see her?
I just described who you see.
So we don't see her.
We walk up to our lady at the bar.
Yeah, she's got a big, tall mohawk that sort of flops at the top. Hey, what can I do for you?
It's and I pull up my house. It's me.
Yeah, what can I do?
Ask her if she's seen the guy.
Have you seen our friend?
Who?
Memory.
She sometimes goes by Memory.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's upstairs.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Do you know which room?
Yeah, she tells you.
Okay, we go upstairs.
I mean, she's not in this here, so.
Yeah.
Is that guy a cop?
So now you're upstairs.
Probably not.
The music is in the background.
I love that.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
It's a good touch.
So you go to the upstairs. You go to the room that you expect. I remember I said it was like pods. So you walk over to which pod she's in, and you sort of just like, should we knock? She slides out and like, just kidding. And she just like she gets up, and she's like a high schooler on their iPad caught at nighttime, and they're just like, hello, what are you doing? Remember, she has blue hair. She's got this like pink jacket on, and she's just connected all kinds of ways to these wires. This is the first time you've seen inside her bag is this laptop. This looks like even more futuristic than Alienware, but just as thick, right? As it's like this futuristic gaming PC that is just connected to her in so many ways. And so she's sort of just typing on it. It glows in her face. It's sort of the only real reason you can see her face right now, other than the slight glow of the inside of this pod.
Ooh, future.
So she says, well,
Yes.
hello, what do you need?
So it's like you needed us for stuff, right? You needed us to like be alive and such.
Yeah, I said you needed to come back. But you all weren't here.
Well, speaking of us all,
We're in a
kinda-
predicament.
Yeah.
Right, so what?
Half our party has been captured by the police.
Took him to the orb, I think.
They're being held at the same place you are going to investigate.
I don't think Al is going to be okay with that. We need all 4 of you.
Wait, who's Al again?
The algorithm,
Oh, right.
the one I
right.
believe that is going to save us from the corporatism.
Yeah, so
Woohoo.
Speaking of which, there's
you have a
also-
way to get in there, right?
What?
You have a way to get in there, right?
Into the ORB. Right, I found the guy we need to kidnap.
Do you have any other ways for us to break someone out?
Have you guys contacted Memory yet?
Does that reach us?
Yes.
I put my hand up. Did you receive that transmission? I don't say this to him, but I say this. Did you receive that transmission?
Are you all on comms?
It would appear they still have their comms. Have you freed yourself yet?
No.
They have not freed themselves yet.
Who captured you?
The guy with... No, wait.
It was a man named Rupert Hayes.
She gets on her PC. Types in some things. And then
Was
you
it?
hear that in your comms. Like it's
I tap my head and turn him off.
yeah, all is well.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm not hearing anything anymore.
You disabled the comms.
I disabled transmission to and from the prison.
But what if they had escaped?
You said Hayes.
That's correct. A police officer.
He's been after me for some time. He's also after many people connected to our latest doesn't matter. Long story short, I think he's listening and he knows we're here. So we better leave. Do you have anywhere we could go quickly? Because I don't think the Somnorium is safe anymore.
We can go back to the Red Plains. No, wait, no. No, we didn't want to go there. The hive, the AI.
There's a rogue AI controlling the Red Plains tech hub. It is not safe
We
there.
could go back to the place with the fun people.
Didn't like half of that get blown up?
What fun people.
That like hospital kind of place.
This people? Oh, that place.
The research
Oh,
institute.
you went to Solara?
Yeah.
Yeah, saw that on the news.
We're friends. We're acquainted with the person who runs that place.
She
Meanwhile, you guys
Might
are doing
let
this. I'm
us
talking with
in.
Jovthor.
They cut us out of comms.
Well, did they cut us off, or were we cut off from in here?
I don't know.
We better just kind of chill and observe, and I will try and think of a way to get us out of here.
If you have a way to get us back on comms, that'd be preferable.
So
I'll think about it.
you hear coming from outside. And then up walking over is a handlebar mustache, sunglasses at night, gold arm, Rupert Hayes, Officer Hayes, spelled Hayes, you know. And so he walks over and he goes, toot, 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 and you see this red kind of go like clear, the bit of a shimmer still. Ooh.
You all right?
My cybernetics acted up. So he sort of says, you hear just with a bit of, but not a lot. He says, "What'd you do?
What do you mean?
You turned it off."
Turned what off?
Shit. And he walks away. He walks away.
So,
He might have been tracking us.
might have been.
He knows where you're at.
great answer.
Not only does he know exactly where we are, he may have been listening in also.
You're getting a 1-star Yelp review.
What's Yelp?
The one thing that's still around from the early 2000s.
That's the one
And
thing.
Alien Race.
It's 3551. Yelp.
Yeah, okay.
Not Google, not, any of that. No, Yelp.
Yelp acquired.
I have a feeling that he has more interest in us than he probably should otherwise.
Is he still here, or did he walk off?
No.
He walked away.
Yeah.
That was just
And
that was my like cut back to y'all.
And I assume he reactivated the shield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as he
yeah.
walks away.
Yeah.
Actually, interestingly, go ahead and just roll a d20. If it's above 10, Ross, then
Yeah.
the shield is left the way it was.
Both of us, or just him?
I said Ross. use your ears.
It's 10.
Oh, so it's not. It is currently back
No
to its
one-
red,
no one inspired?
red way.
When he...
Wait.
What?
No.
Are you giving it to him?
Had to be
One.
reminded that he had it.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Zane.
Try again.
Anytime you flip a coin, I just say your name. It's funny.
All right.
Oh, it's on the floor. It doesn't count.
That's cocked. You use something else.
14.
Okay.
There you go.
So it is left in its clearish form,
And...
which means it's not harmful. It's still a shield, but it's no longer harmful.
Can it be
Gotcha. Also, as a question, when he was putting in the code, was I able to perceive what that code was?
You hear that it's 4 numbers. You're not able to perceive.
Okay, gotcha. I was just wondering if it was within. I assume it would not be within eyesight, but just wondering. Okay.
Can the shield be broken from the inside from sheer force?
Your experience of Hard Light Shield is fairly new. So I will say that you don't have the ability to know that information.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. We'll grab the dice that fell.
Oh, sure. All right, so we cut back. Let me cut back to the other group real quick. See what you guys want to do as the Somnorium is what the soundtrack is in the background here. She's like, okay, where to?
We could go to the hospital place.
Yes. What was it called again?
The Solara Medical Institute.
The Solara Medical Center.
It's not a bad idea.
Might not be.
We had MRI.
welcome.
No, okay.
No, we've made some enemies.
So Lara,
Possible.
Red Plains is off the table. VA is probably off the table. We're at the Somnorium. Why don't we just go, not to lead, sorry, but why don't we just go to the ORB? Be the last place they expect us.
Do you have a plan for how to hide there, or
I mean,
Or break in.
break in?
no, but I think we might need to activate our plan early. We need to leave.
Okay. Okay.
So why don't we make this a double feature? We should sort of kidnap Captain Layton, who is in charge of the ORB3 in and out, we'll say. All communications go through Captain Layton. And then he was the one I was going to use. I think he has high enough clearance to get us through, but wouldn't necessarily be missed, right? So we'll kidnap him, use his access codes to open up the, the shielding. We'll take a ship, and then we'll fly off Mars. That's my goal. If simultaneously we can get access to your friends, it won't matter if we're being shot at that point, I guess. You know what I mean?
So you have a way out.
Guess so.
I have a
But
way
do-
off this red planet.
Do you have any Do you know of any exploits that would give us a way in?
No, I know that. I know that if we, I know that Hayes is after us now, which gives me an idea. We could potentially use the fact that he knows, like, if he wants to find us, right? So he could send people to our location. So we've made ourselves obvious enough. Then we could track police presence away from the facility, and then that might give us an opening. That's a quick idea. That's all I have.
It's a dangerous idea.
You four were supposed to be the saviors.
Ouch.
Well, one of our team members acted on his own.
Anarchy.
What is that?
All right, I got to think for a second.
Rebellion.
Well, can we think on the move?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's,
All right. So you guys leave the Somnorium. Where are you going?
I mean, can we be hiding?
You can like
in the
hide
city.
nearby.
Yeah.
In like some alleyways. Keep in mind, like these alleyways are semi-clear. This place is well protected. And like I said, there's like police people around every corner, right? So it will require a stealth check to.
But I have a
just-
trench coat.
Listen, so
That's not
so
stealth.
do the kids who drop backpacks in their school.
Hey,
So
it's a different look in this year.
I understand, but yeah, we're in America. We can make that joke. Sort of.
Europeans will make that joke anyway too.
That's true. That's true. But they'll make it with like irony,
They'll make it with like
they're mocking us.
like bitter spite.
Yeah, yeah. If you're a person who's foreign watching this, thank you, and
We love you
continue to
guys,
do so, and
but we
subscribe.
get the jokes. It's all good. We can make
It's fine.
jokes about
It's
you.
dark, but not in this cyber city. You guys are hiding. Go ahead and roll stealth checks. In the meantime, what are the two of you doing in your prison cell? As you kind of, what are you doing?
Jovthor is kind of casually just monitoring the shield again, just to see if there's any difference in this lower intensity of shield, other than obviously it's not going to kill us if we try and jump through it. It's just a shield now, correct?
So you touch it.
No,
You touch it.
yeah,
I mean, if
sure,
you
yeah,
know you
yeah,
can
I'll
touch
touch
it.
it. Yeah, yeah,
It is like a wall.
Touch it.
Okay.
Touching it feels like a wall.
Yeah, so it's solid. Okay. And then he's just going to kind of go pace back and forth along the wall.
A caged animal.
Yes, kind of like a caged animal.
He is.
Thinking.
Well,
and,
so you look around the room, right?
yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Anyone who wants to in this room.
Sure. Why not?
23.
Helps better when I actually make it in the thing.
Okay. The ceiling, for mechanical purposes, is about 10 feet up.
Okay.
9.
The ceiling is about 10 feet up. And on the ceiling is a grate that is screwed in place to the ceiling. However, the screws come from the other side. Right? So, like,
Oh.
you see the bottom end of what would be a screw cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see that within the grate, there is enough of an air vent that could potentially fit a medium-sized humanoid.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, the walls are rubber.
Gotcha.
Is there any way for one of us to be able to get on the other's shoulders or
Oh,
something
I
and,
was-
and strip the screws out?
I was just about to ask. Hey, in addition to your helmet there, were you able to keep anything else?
No, but I did get a favor if I need one.
Okay. Well, we may need to use that. How about you, crazy boy? Do you have anything that could be useful to us?
Lots of money.
I like this guy.
You know what? We will take advantage of that.
Put a pin in that.
But that doesn't help us in the moment. But you don't have anything other than your jumpsuit.
If you
Right
help
now.
me get out, I'll give you lots of money.
We will. Don't worry. I can be bought. I admit.
I
can-
have to kill Rupert Hayes.
One thing at a time.
Listen, man.
One thing at a time.
I love this.
You and me both.
Okay. So, in order to kill Rupert Hayes, what you first must do is watch at the door, and I need you to tell us if anyone is coming.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Awesome. Please start watching now.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to jump up onto your shoulders and see what I can do with the vent.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you get on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Don't make this weird.
Simple enough. Imagine the simian hand foot grabs your shoulder and he sort of pulls himself up, gets the tail to hook through the vent, and then you can pull away and he can just be on the ceiling now. So you step
Yeah,
away
yeah.
and you're just hanging there, actively able to use
Yes.
your hands.
And tail.
No, because your tail's holding you up.
Yes, use the tail to hold me
I
up.
see what you mean now. Yeah.
So I'm going. So how big are the holes of this grate? Like enough that I can fit my fingers
Yeah,
through?
you can fit your fingers through it.
Okay. I am going to see if I can unloosen the screws, or see how much I can if I'm able to.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a technology check. No investigation or sleight of hand. I don't know. I don't know. How do you feel? What do you want? What seems interesting?
Wouldn't that be performance?
Let's cut back to memory real quick.
Yeah, it's definitely
So
dexterity.
memory looks over, and she walks over to this yellow floating car
I think it'd be performance.
with the checkered black and white stripe and a little taxi sign on top. She walks over and goes, "Hello, yeah, you, and he goes, "Hello." And so he goes, "I'm gonna need your car," and he goes, "No," and she goes, "Yes. Get him out of the car, please."
Please vacate the vehicle, and I will like forcibly open this door.
GTA is
You
first,
open the
throw
door
him
and he
out.
like tries to pull it, but you just like hydraulically hold it there. And then she goes, "You're going to get out now." And he goes, "Okay." And you just pull him out of the car. And she goes, "I don't like driving." And she just opens the back seat and sits down.
Very demanding. Wow.
I just automatically slip into pilot mode.
Okay. You hold it.
Should we kill him?
Are you getting in the car? He's fine. What's my name? He goes, "I don't know."
Do not say our names.
Oh, okay. Kane gets in the car.
You begin to float in your direction towards ORB3, and we will pick up there next time.
Wait, should I kill him?
No, you can hardlight him if you're or whatever you want.
What? Are you evil?
No, I was like,
You could.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
So anyway,
Is that what we're doing here?
like and subscribe. Let us know. I guess what you liked, what you didn't like, and we'll see you next time.